how would you define that season?
Pain.
Okay.
Pain. It's always pain.
Okay.
Suffering. Oh,
Oh,
man.
God.
Where do I begin? I just drown. Like, my body rebels. It goes, no, I don't want to float. Woo!
Out of 600
Come on.
contestants.
No. Wow. But to answer your question, me and my friend Nino, we do crazy things together every year. So every year we decide on a physical challenge that's going to be difficult, and then we just do it. So this year was High Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided, all right, it's something different. Let's sign up and we'll do it. A few years ago, we did a marathon, which was wild, and we did it without training. Can you imagine? So we literally just rocked up and did it. So we do things like that every year.
Did you complete the marathon?
We did. We completed.
How many kilometers is it?
A lot. It's like 42 point something. 42.
I had Tammy here, Thames from Made Running.
Yeah.
And she was talking about the process of like actually training, preparing for a marathon. She's like, I did the half one before, and you just...
Yeah, we just rocked up and did it. You know what? I think for the way that like me and Nino are wired, it was better that way, that we just rocked up and did it. Because you know what? I'm telling you, because I hate running. So I think I would have suffered more if I had to train rather than just rocking up and then just suffering one time. You suffer for a few hours and then we all go home.
You suffer for a few hours and then we all go home.
We all go home.
I'm going to think about
it's like, oh, great.
Next time I go to the gym and I don't want to do anything, that's what I'm going to think
suffer
about.
a little bit and then it's done. Finished.
Every time I hear people talk about stuff like that, it just makes me think I need to start doing more things that I don't like. Because it does help you. Because it's like going through the things that you think, one, that you think you can't do, and two, that you really don't like. It just makes everything else in your life easier.
You know what? That is so true. And that's literally the reason why we did it. Because I think when you push yourself through things that are uncomfortable, like I think it teaches you how resilient you are, and then you find different ways to cope and deal with stress. So like even when we did the marathon, for example, because we didn't train, so that was a real shock like to the system. I learned about, you know, just keeping your mind calm. We had like a little mottos during the run. We'll be like, just calm down, calm down, calm down. And when bad things happen, I'm like, just calm down, Josh, calm down. So I think it translates and it carries over, and then you realize, I did this thing that I didn't think I could do. What else can I do? So I think it changes your self-perception.
I see.
Yeah.
Was that your phone?
I don't think so. It should be on silent.
Whose phone was that?
But also, Rami, just to shout you out, I've been seeing... Yeah, maybe that's me. Sorry, let me turn that off. My bad. But Rami, I've been seeing your page as well. You got a fitness page.
I do.
I see you.
I'm trying.
Nah, you're not trying. You're doing.
I'm really trying, you know.
Nah, girl, you're doing. What made you start that page?
Accountability, honestly, because I was like, I want to start going to the gym. And I think the people that were following my main page, it was a big shock for them, because I've always been that person that doesn't do anything physical. I've changed.
Come on. See growth.
And I don't know, I really like athletes. Not for every, I think there's certain types of athletes that have, how can I explain this? You know how you're saying about a running marathon, for example, there's a lot of things that you can, that translate into your regular life. Athletes, like the mentality of an athlete, it kind of transcends just the sport. But there's specific sports where I feel like that's more notorious. Bodybuilding is one of them. From my experience, every single time I've met a bodybuilder, it seems like all of the things that they do in the gym, like that mindset, they have that outside of the gym as well. Some specific things that I like other than discipline is like integrity, for example, like not cheating, for example. Like, this has to be done, because if you don't do it, you're not just lying to yourself. You can visibly see that you haven't done it.
Yep.
And a lot of those people kind of bring that to their life. So I just feel like if I am around this community and they have these traits, then by association, I have to have it too, because, you know what I mean?
You are who you hang around with.
Yeah.
And that's so big. I like that you said that, the integrity part, because I think that's the foundation to confidence. And you know, when you meet people and you think this person's got aura or like they've got presence, I think that comes from living with integrity and doing the things that you say you're going to do. So if you say like, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to run, and you do it, immediately everything you say kind of becomes prophecy because you say it and you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And that carries over.
Yeah. So that's literally why I started. I just wanted to improve that specific part of my life, and then it ended up, improving other things as well.
It's super
You look
cool.
so proud of me right now.
No, bro, no, for real, man. I think it's so cool because I did see your page and I was thinking, yeah, man. But I think also as well, I can tell that you live with integrity, and I can tell that you got good vibes because I could feel you've got presence.
Thank you.
So I was there like,
I try.
Yeah. You're an interesting person. So.
Injuries though, that's a thing that
They suck.
I didn't take into consideration. Quick story. I dislocated my shoulder like a few weeks ago in the dumbest way possible.
Go on.
I was swimming.
Oh no.
I was swimming in Greece. And I'm really competitive. Not for everything. I'm trying to work on that because there's certain things that there's no need to be competitive about. But if someone unprovoked just challenges me for something, I'm not saying that I will always win. I dislocated my shoulder. Obviously, there wasn't a win there. But I will die trying.
I respect it.
So we were swimming towards something. And it's so ridiculous, this. Like, we were in a waterfall that had really strong currents.
Oh, no.
Basically, it was raining the day before or something. And that waterfall had, like, 3 big, like, pressure points. Ooh. So, because there was points where the water was coming down and up from a different... Anyways, it was just creating a really weird, swirly thing. So, there was a specific spot where you couldn't stop swimming because if you did, the current will just drag you through that hole.
Oh, no.
Which made me think, why am I here? What was the need for this?
You telling me?
Right. And then someone was like, just go behind me because I bet I'm just going to swim faster than you. I was like, say what?
Who you talking to?
Oh, sorry. I was like, no, absolutely not.
You must not know who Robbie is.
Right. So then, and I don't know what I was doing when I was swimming. I did something weird and like my socket moved out of place. And then I looked at it and I was like, I have to keep swimming or I'm going to die.
Dang.
So I put it back and kept swimming.
That's insane.
And then I had to swim back.
That's correct. So you swam back with the dislocated shoulder. That's insane.
And I won.
I gotta respect.
I can't reach, but yeah.
Which is good. You know what? I admire that so much because for me, right, I can't swim, so that would be a death sentence for me. So, like, I have no business being in the water. I don't.
You can't swim.
No. Well, I can't swim well.
You can't swim.
I can't swim.
You need to change that.
Yeah.
It's a life skill.
Yeah. You know what? I've had a few lessons, and
okay.
I just drown. Like my body rebels. It goes, no, I don't want to float.
Okay. So. And on that note, we're gonna introduce this week's guest. I think this is the perfect place to introduce our guest.
Go on, introduce me.
Wassup B? Welcome to another episode of the Pyjamas Club, a podcast where we talk about everything, nothing, and all the things in between. This week's guest is someone that wears a lot of hats. I have a long list of things here.
Go on.
Someone who knows a thing or two about showing up, and I'm not just talking about the gym, I'm talking about real life. Online, you're everywhere. I open my Instagram and I just see your face everywhere.
Come on.
It's crazy. Whether it's helping people work through heartbreak, dropping mindset gems, or stepping on stage with poetry that feels like prayer.
Come on. You're doing a really good job here.
Thank you.
Keep going.
This guest seems like his work is created with purpose. So, at one point, he even found himself penning a piece called A Conversation with God. I think you know what piece I'm talking about. Right?
Yeah.
The one that landed him in the top 20 of a BBC poetry competition.
Woo!
Out of 600
Come
contestants.
On. No. Wow.
Please give it up for Joshua Chisambo.
Whoa!
Yeah! I'm going to edit loads of woo and like clap your hands. We're alone in the studio today. So woo!
That was an amazing write-up. Wow. That's incredible. Wow.
How are you feeling?
I feel fantastic. I'm honored to be here with you, Rami.
Oh, thank you.
On this wonderful Saturday morning.
Look, I want to start with saying that you've low-key offended me.
Why have I offended you?
Joshua asked if... he basically I don't want to tell the whole story,
You
but he
tell them.
basically, actually, I'm gonna
You
let
go-
you
you
tell
tell-
it.
you
You
tell
tell.
it.
No, you
Right,
do
okay,
it.
look.
You do it.
See, Robbie invited me on the podcast, and I was like, oh, this sounds amazing. I'm super excited. So I go, and I see people wear pajamas.
Right.
And I was like, huh, they all seem to be wearing the same pajamas. Now, I didn't want to outrightly ask, like, are you recycling the pajamas? Because I don't know what vibe people are on. So I politely, indirectly asked her, is there an option to purchase the pajamas? Because I wanted to make sure that I get my own set that are untouched. And Robbie was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I just want my own set. And she's like, we don't recycle them here. And apparently they don't. And now I have my own set of pajamas.
Just want a disclaimer for every future guest and everyone watching. Okay, everyone wears new pajamas. I buy them specifically for people.
And they're really nice.
So yeah, we're not recycling pajamas here.
I wasn't sure because, people do strange things. I don't know what vibe people are on. So I was like, I just want to make sure that I'm not a participant of things that I do not want to be involved in.
That's fair.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're a clean person. The place smells like vanilla. And I've got a new set of pajamas. So I'm very grateful.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad we clear that out.
That air out, right?
Yeah. That's all fine.
Oh, great.
Quick question.
Shoot.
Because I couldn't find this. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Malawi.
Oh.
So that's the south of Africa.
Mhm.
South Central Africa. They call us the heart of Africa. Fun fact about Malawi that many people don't know. They create the greatest Fanta in the world.
Really?
Literally. Google it.
I believe you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, listen, Google says it. The greatest Fanta in the world. So that's initially where I'm from.
Okay.
And then I moved to the UK from there when I was in my early years.
Oh, nice. Have you always lived in Manchester?
Most of my life, yeah. So I moved here when I was 6 and I've been here for 20 plus years now.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm Angolan.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to use the excuse that English is not my first language every time I don't want to think about something. But obviously, I know how to speak the language. Sometimes.
Sometimes fluent.
Sometimes.
She's got impeccable vernacular.
Well, for like 2 hours out of 24. And then it just keeps going down.
Yeah. Do you go back to Angola a lot?
No, so I'm Angolan, but I grew up in Portugal.
Oh.
So all of my family is actually in Portugal. So when I say like I'm going home, just go where my family is, and they are all in Portugal. So
Forca Portugal.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about your work. So obviously there's a lot of things that you do, and do you like all of them equally?
In phases. Like there's certain phases and seasons where I loved something so much, and then there was a period where I was like, I gotta step away and do something else for this season and this version of me. Because there's certain things that I did stop for a little bit because I felt like, okay, I've completed what I need to do now for this specific season, and then leave yourself open to new things.
Yeah. So
even like, for example, with the poetry and the playwriting, that I only really started that last year. So I don't know, and I just felt like that was the right thing for me to do at that season because I just developed a small interest from it. So for a little bit of context, my sister's a multidisciplinarian artist, so she does all these different things, and she's connected to Heads UK. So she introduced me to a film, Macbeth, like the black and white one with like Denzel Washington. So I watched that and I was like, I like this. I like the way that they talk. I was like, I can write this. I can write something like this, easy. Right. So I started writing, and then, of course, Heads had an event and they needed somebody to just step in. And my sister was like, oh, my brother writes poetry. He's pretty good. And then I performed for the first time and I thought, I kind of like this. And then I just ran with it. And then that was what I felt like I needed to do for that season.
Yeah.
But then prior to that, I did NLP coaching. So I was coaching people with their mental health, and I did that for years. And, I loved it. There was a period where I loved it and I felt like I was growing. And then there's a period where I thought, okay, I need to step away now because I'm not liking it anymore. And it feels like a chore now. So I always feel like the different seasons. And it's important to be open to, embracing a new version of yourself. Yeah. And it's okay to outgrow things. And maybe sometimes things will circle back. But I always believe that everything that you do has a purpose. And once you've completed that purpose, it opens you up to a new layer of purpose, to the new version of you. But nothing's ever wasted. That's how I feel about it. But I'd imagine it's the same thing for you because you do a lot of things also.
I do a lot of things, yeah.
You do.
I really like what you just said, that the seasons aspect and how when you feel like another very important thing that you said is remaining open. I like to say that, So I moved from Portugal here, right? And I was thinking about moving out, and I still am, leaving the UK again.
Yeah.
But I was thinking to myself, right, why do I want to leave? I mean, there's so many reasons, but anyway.
Tell me.
But like, just ignoring everything that's going on in this country, like, why do I actually want to leave? Do I want to leave just because I want to give myself an excuse to like start fresh, or is there like an actual, what is it that I'm not seeing? Maybe there's a problem here that I'm not looking right now. It's not in front of my, maybe it's in front of my eyes and I'm choosing not to see it, right? And I realized that it's actually all about mindset, because if you think about it, even Portugal, there's so many people that travel from somewhere else to Portugal. And I chose to leave because I felt like there was not enough opportunities for me there. And yet people move there and they create opportunities for themselves.
Crazy.
And then they move here and they create opportunities for themselves. So what is it that I'm failing to do? And how, if I do move again, how can I ensure that I'm not going to just start making the same mistakes? And that made me realize that I was just closed to, one, trying new things, and even just letting new things present themselves to me. So I really like that you said that. That's also kind of how I started doing like so many different things.
Because I wanted to ask you as well, like, what made you start this podcast?
Honestly, I know a lot of cool people, and all the conversations that we have, maybe not all of them, but most of them.
He's like, some of you guys are boring. That's basically what she said.
No, I'm saying that some of them are a bit,
Yeah.
you know, there shouldn't be cameras present.
I hear you.
I feel like the biggest gift that the universe has given me is the people in my life. And I've been very fortunate to be around people that they represent so many good things that I want to be as well. And I thought, you guys are cool as hell. We always have these conversations. Maybe we should just do them on camera, and maybe all of the inspiration that we share amongst ourselves, maybe we could give that to other people as well.
Real.
That's how it started.
It's wholesome, isn't it? To have people that you can have interesting conversations with.
Yeah.
Because I think that's something I've become more grateful for. Because I realize that's like, because similar to you, I feel like I'm blessed to be surrounded by really interesting people. But then like when I go outside that little echo chamber, I realize that a lot of people don't have these conversations. And sometimes I may ask somebody a question, they're like, no one's ever asked me this question before. And I'm like, really? Like, me and my friends talk about this stuff all the time. Yeah, so it's a blessing, isn't it?
It's a blessing. It can also be problematic in a way. I didn't realize that the world does not operate the way that my world does. So there's certain things that maybe me and my friendship group, we focus on that it's not the focus for other people. And it can be very weird to kind of navigate that, especially if you're trying to build connections with other people.
Big.
Yeah, we have this thing where we just say, actually, how do I translate this? I don't think I can translate this to English, but it's basically like saying that we are, I don't know how to translate this. How can I translate this? It's like saying, you know, when you have a plate of food and it looks appealing, but like not everyone will like the taste.
I'm with you.
Right. So it's an expression that basically says, this is going to sound crazy in English.
Go on.
It basically says, we can be on everyone's plate, but we're not everyone's taste. But that sounds wild in English.
It does, but that's a bar though.
Sounds wild.
That's a bar. That's actually a bar. That is a bar. I can be on everybody's plate, but I'm not everybody's taste.
But seeing that I can be on everyone's plate, that sounds crazy.
It does sound a bit crazy. It does sound a little bit.
That sounds crazy.
But the sentiment is true. And I feel like that resonates with like the season of life that I'm in.
Okay.
Like I'm in a season of like forgiveness. I've really been growing and forgiving and letting go of all these different things. And one thing that used to frustrate me was I used to believe and judge other people based on the values that I had and what I believed was right and the way that I saw the world, forgetting to realize that other people see things completely differently. So it kind of aligns with that saying.
Yeah.
And I think when you come to that point where you understand that, you know what, other people see things differently and other people respond differently, you can kind of give people grace and you don't take things as personally. Because certain things that like I've experienced where I've run into people and then people have reacted a certain way. I'm thinking, that's so crazy. I would never do that. Yeah. But people are different. And I think coming to that point has freed me from taking things personally and like giving people grace and being like, you know what, it's all right. People are different. I don't have to hold on to this. So yeah, that's the season of life that I'm letting go of all these different things, and I'm feeling lighter.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, healing.
Healing.
Healing's a beautiful thing.
Okay, so I have 2 questions from there.
Anything you can ask me.
First question.
Go.
I'm, pleased to hear that you're it seems like it's a very positive era of your life right now. It's a good season to be in. Bring me back to the first season that brought you into, I guess, all of the work that you're doing right now. How would you define that season?
Pain.
Okay.
Pain. It's always pain.
Okay.
Suffering. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Like, where do I begin? Where do I begin? It was pain. So I think if we're going to the foundations of everything, like it started off with pain. So I got into, so it's just a culmination of many different things that all just happened all at once. So for a little bit of context, when I was younger, like every young boy, you want to be a footballer. I was like, I'm going to be a footballer. So like I was at different academies, and then of course I got let go, and then that dream was like gone. I was like, all right, I'm not going to play football anymore. So I was trying to figure out, who am I going to be? So, I started working all these different jobs, and as a young man, you fall in love, and I was like, I found my soulmate. Right. And then of course that didn't work out. Like, I'll have to tell you some real crazy simp stories off camera. But anyway, like some crazy stuff. When I look back, I'm like, cringe. Okay. But like that ended badly. So like I was heartbroken for a period of time, and I remember it was a Thursday. And I remember it was a Thursday because we had a 3-day weekend. It ruined my 3-day weekend. So anyway, can you imagine? So I remember like when I was like so shattered, and I remember I was in the gym and I was on the treadmill crying. I was like, "Ugh." And
We've been there.
We've been there. And I remember I said to myself in that moment, I said, I will never allow myself to feel this way again. You're like that resolve. So I was like, I need to understand what got me in this situation so that I never end up here again. So I started getting into self-improvement. So my mom got me all these different books, and I started reading stuff from like Jim Rohn and all these different things, learning about mindset, like why I do what I do, trying to get a better understanding of it. Understanding healing and that kind of thing, and then that led me to being interested in just sharing the things I was learning. So at that time as well, I was like a youth group leader. So I was like, I'd teach, like at my church, I'd teach like the youth group. So I'd do like little mini talks and that kind of thing. So I was already talking at that time. So I thought, okay, I want to share some of my learnings. So I just started doing YouTube videos, and I just like upload the things that I was learning, the things that I was reading, and how I was applying them to me. And then I think that was the foundation, and then everything else started to build from there. But I needed to go through that pain. It was the pain that kind of pushed me to start. And it goes back to what we're talking about. We're talking about, why is it that pain is the thing that, just awakens something in you to respond?
Yeah, it seems like people build or create incredible things from pain.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to I want to change that mindset. I want to change this. I know that it's been centuries of this. I understand that. But I really want us to like change our framework around this. What is it about pain and suffering exactly that forces you to be better? And you said what did you say exactly?
Yeah. I said people will normally, because you got two types of motivation, right? Yeah. You got the idea of moving towards pleasure and running away from pain. And people will normally do significantly more to avoid pain than they will do to gain pleasure. So it's kind of like, like let's say, for example, this is like a really good example. Like, let's say you've got somebody who eats bad. Like, they eat so bad all the time. Yeah, but it's real. But it's like this, right? You eat bad, and you're eating bad. And you're like, I should probably do something about my health, but you don't. Then you get into a period where, like, it gets so bad, like, the doctors sit you down and they're like, listen, like, if you don't start changing your eating habits, you may not be here on this earth for very long. Yeah. And all of a sudden, broccoli tastes good now. All of a sudden, you're motivated to go to the gym because this, like, death looming, all of a sudden isn't something that you want to be moving towards. So you start running away from something. Yeah. But had you had that conversation at the start saying, like, hey, you could have a 6-pack, you could be healthy, you wouldn't be so motivated then. Yeah. It didn't inspire you enough because you weren't in enough pain. And maybe that's how humans are wired. Maybe some people can moved, like, can be motivated by a big goal. But from my experience, I find that most people do more to run away from something bad happening.
Okay.
Mm.
I hear you.
Mm.
I really think that ultimately consequences will get you where you need to be, right? Like if you do something
She's preaching right now. Come on.
like every action has a counteraction, right? Or whatever it's called. And you will do certain things, and whatever consequence comes from that, that will force you to choose a path. And usually people will choose, I mean, can I say that usually people will choose better? I think people will choose better. Maybe they'll just choose better too late. But there's always a point where they like choose better. I want to shift our mindset. So this is what I think. First thing, we can learn if all of these negative feelings are what we need to like make better decisions. How about we learn from other people's experience? That is like wisdom. You see other people live the consequences of their choices, and you go like, you know what? I don't want that to happen to me.
You know what's so crazy? That's real, because you made me think of that. You know, like how some people's lives are an example of what you don't want. You look and you think,
right. I need to say this in a way that the person will not feel identified. I was going through a dilemma, like career-wise. Oh God. And I just asked. I didn't really ask. I was just venting, to be honest, about it. Because I was like, that's another thing about me. I don't like talking about problems if I don't have a solution for it. Facts. And usually when I talk about something, I already know what I'm going to do. You don't need to tell me what you think. It doesn't really matter. Whatever I decided is what I'm going to do.
You're just voicing it at this point.
I'm just letting you know, hey, this is happening. I'm probably going to do this. I don't really need input. Unless you have really like good input, like very valuable input, and you're introducing me to an outcome that I didn't consider, then it's different.
Valid.
Yeah. So that was happening, right? And then someone that I respect, I love with all my heart, but there's certain things about their life that I don't want. They were giving me advice, and I was like, I'm going to be honest. Because you agree with me, maybe I need to do something different. Maybe I need to look at this in a different way. Because your history on this specific area is not
very good.
It's not, yeah.
It's checkered. Yeah. And that is wisdom.
Yeah.
What's that? I remember, I can't remember, I watched a video where it said like some people's lives are, what is it? A summary of what you don't want. Some people's lives are lessons.
Yeah.
And you're like, but that's wisdom though. But then also that's self-awareness. To have that self-awareness to be like, this isn't working. And self-awareness is rare. I realize self-awareness is very rare.
Okay. I'm going to bring it back because otherwise we're just going to go and we're never going to finish the topic.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, motivation. Yeah, I really just want to be someone that can find motivation to do great things out of love and positive feelings rather than just constant suffering. I'm not, like some people carry suffering very well. I'm sorry. I don't want anyone to be in pain, but it's just true. Some people carry it very well. They deal with it perfectly. I'm not one of those. Like when I'm suffering, I'm bitter. I'm miserable. I will bring everyone down with me. And I don't want to be that. I really don't. So trying to find ways of not running away from it because you can't, right? But just finding ways of shifting my motivation basically to more positive.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
And you can. I think it's definitely
You
possible.
don't even believe in that.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I do. I do though. I do. Even though I started like, I'm anti, like it has to be pain. I don't think it has to be that way. I think it requires a degree of self-awareness, which you have, because you're perceiving different outcomes in other people's lives and perceiving who you should listen to and who you shouldn't. And it just goes back to say there's a way you can learn. You can learn through observation, which is wisdom, or you can learn through revelation, which is trouble, which you didn't necessarily have to go through.
Yeah.
So, but not everybody has self-awareness.
That is true. We like to start the podcast, even though we've been going, with a thing called bedtime thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
Which is essentially little thoughts that run through our head when we're trying to go to sleep. So, Joshua, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Bedtime thoughts. I was thinking about how coral is formed. Coral in the sea. Do you know, like, I don't know how true it is. I need to fact check this. But I heard that coral is only really like birthed or spawned when the temperature of the water is correct.
Yeah.
On a full moon.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Yeah. What? A full moon?
Yeah.
Is that not giving vampire? Werewolf.
You're like, which
Yeah,
one
I was
is
like, which one
it? Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I had a look at it after you, because obviously we kind of spoke about this after you mentioned it, and I know that the moon has an effect on tides, right? Because of like Earth's gravitational pull. And I guess if it's affecting the tides, it would affect temperature as well, because it changes how warmer water kind of mixes with colder one, and like the different salt, whatever. And yeah, it's really cool. You know what that made me think of?
Go on.
Like, our bodies are mainly made out of water. Certainly the moon this is going to be controversial.
Say it.
Because I have a lot of hate for zodiac signs, and now saying that the moon definitely has an effect on like our behavior, it kind of, but anyways, let's ignore that. Back to what I was saying. That made me think, if our bodies are mainly like made out of water, certainly the moon also has an effect on how we behave, and I don't think we spend time looking at that.
It's
anymore.
really interesting, right? I think the world is full of mysteries. It's mad.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you. How about you? Give me one.
Historically, I've been using the segment to complain about things, but
Go on.
today, because I'm trying to be a positive person,
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about something more positive.
Go hit me. We can talk about anything.
I suffer from this condition called I believe I can do anything.
Me too.
And it's very good for a lot of things, but sometimes it's also like bad. But I was thinking how that condition kind of came from having parents that would literally tell me every day that whatever I want, I can do. If you have a dream, if you have a thought, whatever it is, do you want this? Then you can do it. And I just want to say that my parents contributed to my delusion. So if you're ever at the receiving end of any of my delusional thoughts, blame my parents. It's not me.
It's the best kind of delusion.
It's my parents.
Yeah. It's the best kind of delusion.
And that made me think how I don't know how people that don't have that, how they operate.
Crazy. I don't understand.
How do you just go like try new things, challenge yourself, like put yourself out there if you just don't inherently believe that you're going to succeed at it?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, I can't imagine a reality outside of that. Because that would be depressing to me.
Yeah.
That'd be so sad. Imagine, because you just wake up one day and think, well, this is my lot in life.
Right.
And you're not in a position that you want to be in. And then I think that's why a lot of people are bitter sometimes. I think so. Because you got two types of people. So you got people like yourself where you believe I can do anything. So you can see somebody succeed and you can be like, wow, that's amazing. That's inspirational. I can do it too. Whereas you can have other people who don't believe that they can be more than they are. And then you can see somebody succeed and do well. And rather than being inspired because you don't believe you can make it possible, you get resentful and bitter. And I think that's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it is sad. I do understand though how complex people are, right? And we are like explaining things like this, but nothing is like, black or white for sure.
Of course not.
I also think that I like growing up, I've been, because of the interests that I've been in loads of rooms where people don't look like me, whether it is from a color perspective or just women, for example. I've just always been in rooms where sometimes I was the only one, right? And I think that because my parents, especially my mom, she anticipated that this was going to be a thing, that my interests were like, oh, she likes things that no one else in this family cares about. We need to somehow like help her go through this, even if as a parent, I don't really know how we're going to do it. I can't really take credit for this, right? Because it's not like I didn't fight hard to have it. Like my parents just gave it to me. It was handed. So I have a lot of, well, now, because when I was younger, I didn't. I used to be very like black and white. It's
Really?
like, yeah, I used to very much be like, if you want something, just do it. Why are you not doing it? You just don't want it. But I understand that it's not like
here
that.
Here we go. I like this.
Well, I've changed. I don't think that is like that. And yeah, so I have a lot of sympathy and empathy for people that struggle with those specific things, because I can't imagine what it would be like to live a life where you're constantly being like brought down and you don't have anyone to lift you up. I've never experienced that. Real. So yeah,
that's deep.
Yeah, it was deeper than what I wanted to be, not gonna
lie.
No,
that is so deep. It's true though. It's true. It's so true. You're right. Because things aren't ever really as black and white. Because you also, I guess you also have your own privileges and you have advantages as well. Yeah. So you have people who speak life into you, believe in you.
And you are one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me more about the work that you do. Wow, what a great segue. I'm sorry, can we pause? This was a great segue.
Yeah. That was an amazing segue, by the way.
Well I ruined it by...
That was amazing. Yeah. What transition.
Tell me more about the work that you do as a lifestyle coach, just helping people. Teach us all more about what you do.
Oh, man, there's so much. Okay, I don't know where to begin. Okay, with like the NLP side of things.
And tell people what NLP means, because I was like, computer science, and that's not what it is.
No, not quite. So NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. So it's basically like a study of understanding how you work, so how different brains work, how you process information, beliefs, how you see the world, and it's about improving your own communication with yourself to create a reality that you'd want to experience, or at least increase the likelihood that you create a reality that you want to experience. Because the bulk of everything is perception. So the way that you perceive yourself, the way that you perceive the world has a large influence on the decisions that you make. So it's a study of that. So when you come to like all these different problems that people have, it's about sometimes uncovering the beliefs under the things that are perpetuating the situations that they're in. So with the coaching, of course, it stemmed from my own experiences. Like I had all these different limiting beliefs at one point. So of course, with NLP, I did that predominantly during lockdown. So of course, I was having a hard time like during that time. I was like working a job I didn't like. I was like, I don't like this place. Yeah. So of course, we had loads of time. So I went online and I found like a mentor who was helping me with all these different things. And we have all these sessions on limiting beliefs and all these kind of things. And at the start, I was like, I don't have any limiting beliefs. Like, not me, not just I'm great. Right. And then we learned pretty quickly that I did have all these different limiting beliefs. Because I remember there was even this period, right? This was like one of the breakthrough moments for me. Because I had a issue with like following through with things at that time. So I remember he set me a challenge to do something. I think it was, I can't remember what it was, but we had a challenge to do something. And like we'd have our weekly meetings to check in on like, have you done the stuff? So week one goes by, I haven't done any of the things he's asked me to do. I see. And I was like, oh, I'm done. And it gives me grace. And he's like, all right, it's okay. Maybe it's the first week. The second week, the same thing. So this man started to get angry. So he just went, you know what, Joshua? He had an American accent. He was like, Joshua, I'm going to put it to you like this. If you don't do these kind of things and you start stepping up and stop making excuses, gone.
That's your American accent?
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on. Sorry. Continue.
It's a bad one.
No, it's great.
Yeah. But anyway, he was like, Josh, you need to stop making all these excuses, blah, 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 blah. And he went, right, I'll make it simple for you, which kind of goes back to what we were talking about, pain and pleasure. He went, listen, if you don't do these things that I've asked you to do, I'm taking £1,000 out of your account. He had my bank details at the time.
Excuse me.
Right?
Why? For what reason?
Yeah, I was like,
Is that legal?
Who knows? It worked. Who knows? He's like, I'm taking £1,000 of you. And I went, why would you do that? And he went, but you said you're going to do it, right? And I said, yeah. So if you're going to do it, then it shouldn't be an issue, should it? And I had nothing to say to him. And I was like, okay. And then that week I did everything that I was supposed to do. All of a sudden there was time. But I needed that push. And it just goes to show that, it's a lot of the thing is belief. Mm-hmm. It's belief, it's self-perception. So I've started coaching like men with that kind of thing. With heartbreak, I created some courses as well. So yes. I created a course on self-esteem. I created a course on overcoming heartbreak as well. So these were things that I saw. And self-esteem has been like this is all connected. But for me anyway, I think self-esteem is one of the biggest things. and you can build self-esteem in people. So it all connects with everything that we've basically talked about before. When you're talking about you know, joining a fitness environment and people sticking to the things that they say they're going to do, that builds self-esteem. And if you can get a person to a point where they build their own self-esteem, like, I think almost anything is possible for you. And I learned that self-esteem is made up of two different things. So it's made up of a thing that we call self-efficacy, which is the belief that you can do anything. So the belief that even if I don't know how to I can figure it out and I can make it work. And then also there's another component, which is what we call self-love. And self-love is the belief that I have a right to exist, that I matter. And if you can build both of these two components in people, you know, you can do a whole lot. But all that also can come down to environment, like you were saying, having people speaking over you. And if you've got that, I'm telling you, anything is possible. So this work is extremely important to me because I feel like it's changed my life and changed my outlook on things. And I've seen it work for other people too. And like, there's nothing better than seeing somebody who may have been struggling or didn't have like a good perception of themselves, and you see them grow, and then, you know, they start doing things that they never thought they could do. So that sits really like in my heart. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's really cool. I think self-esteem specifically, you mentioned that you have a focus on men particularly, which is also cool. I think we live in a time where, well, it's a really weird time right now, but for a lot of years there's been, I guess, some sort of like, there's some fear in highlighting the differences between like men and women, even though obviously we are different in the sense of not just physically and physiologically, but also from a society perspective, right? Because women and men are valued for different things and they're seen in different ways. It's the way society is. So I remember the first time that I discovered the way you've described confidence or self-worth. And for women specifically, self-worth is usually, or confidence is usually never associated with the things that you do for yourself. It's more about the things that you do for other people. But also it's based on a lot of surface level things, not necessarily you like doing the things that you do and you working on yourself and things like that. The first time that I heard that was from this guy called Andrew Uberman. That was the first time I came across that concept. And I really like the fact that you focus on those two things and that you've like described those two different concepts as being important parts of how we see ourselves and how we treat ourselves, and then obviously how we treat other people. It's
so important. And the beauty about, like, when I was learning about all these things is that these are things that can be built, and you want to give people hope that you can build it. And in the same way that you can build it, you can also erode it. Because like a good metaphor for it is like your self-esteem is the way that you rate yourself. So for example, your brain is always making evaluations on you based on the way that you're living. So every time you stick with your values, or you say you do the thing that you say you're going to do, you're getting points. Your brain's like, yep, she stood up for herself today. She showed up for herself today. You begin to feel good. But when you betray yourself, when you lie, when you're dishonest, that also begins to erode the way that you perceive yourself as well. So it's kind of like a scoreboard type thing. And which is why it's so important, that integrity. Like you mentioned before, you can't get away with doing things in the dark and think that nobody will know, because you know. So it's about building it. And if you know how to build it, and you put yourself in an environment where you can build it, anything is possible for you. And I think that's really important.
Yeah. Do you work with men of every age?
Not every age. I'll say mostly maybe like 30 and under.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of them are like younger men, so like maybe early 20s. I've worked with a few people who are a little bit older than me, but that's like outside the norm. But normally it's people like my age or maybe under.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you've seen that it seem to be like reoccurring things in people that want to improve their lives in this, like, it seems like it's a reoccurring block that people have?
For the most part, a lot of people would normally reach out to me when it comes from pain. So normally it's always pain. Right. So it's normally some sort of rejection of some kind that they've internalized and they've never really been able to let go of. It normally starts off there. So normally it'll never be like they'll never come to me like, I need to work on my self-esteem. It would normally be, I'm in pain because, you know, I'm struggling with my mental health, or I'm in pain because I had this breakup and then this happened. It's normally that. And, you know, as you delve deeper and you start speaking and you start understanding, you know, their map of the world and the way that they see themselves and the way that they see reality, you can start breaking down into loads of different things. But it's often the case that, you know, they're not happy with where they are in life. So, you know, maybe their mental health is in a poor state. Or it's normally, I'm struggling with relationships. Like, I want somebody to love me, but I'm having a really hard time with it. Those are normally the two core wounds that I see a lot of the time.
Interesting.
It's interesting.
How would you describe what it's like to be a man?
It's tough. Because you've got all these different, I think maybe we can also put that on ourselves, but you've got all these different expectations as well. So, of course, stereotypically as a man, you want to be a provider, you want to be strong for your family, you want people to respect you, admire you, you want to one day have a family and you want to be in a position where you can provide, so you need to figure out your own career. You also you feel like you need to be the emotional rock. So if like you're a woman, or if you have kids, your kids are struggling, they're going to be looking up to you, so you want to make sure that you have the answers. So there's a lot that comes with it, and I think a lot of men put a lot of pressure on themselves to be those things. And if you feel like you haven't got it all figured out, you can have this idea that, oh, I'm broken, or there's something wrong with me. So I think there can be a lot of pressure on men to have everything together, and think that you have to have everything together all the time. And if you don't have it together all the time, then you're weak or you won't be loved. So I think there's that kind of pressure in a lot of men.
So kind of linking it back to the way that I used to be, in the sense of being like, if you want to, you can do it. I don't know. A lot of this has been hardwired in the sense of the way I've been raised, but a lot of it is just the way I'm very, or I like to think that I am a person that is very problem solving, like driven. If something's happening, my first thought is not, if we're going to have a conversation about something, we need to solve it. The conversation needs to end. Because otherwise, why are you wasting my time? And we're talking about this.
I hate you.
And in addition to that, just for context, I used to be very into neuroscience. That's what I wanted to do career-wise. So you can learn a lot from like observing people, and you start creating patterns about the way the problems that people have, and like how they go about them. And some things that I've noticed by observing people is that there's a lot of things. I think if most people solve two things, so one, accountability, I think that's a really important thing. And accountability is not saying just like, oh, this is my fault. Like, that's not really what accountability is. Accountability is like you understanding where you're what about this particular outcome was your responsibility. And the second part about accountability that people don't really talk about it is like, if you want to change it, what are you going to do to change it?
Come on.
Change it could be asking for help.
Yep.
Changing could be I don't know, just if your coping mechanisms are really negative, it could be just choosing to adopt more positive coping negative, or at least not engaging with the negative ones. So I've always been like very strict about that. And as you can imagine, when you start like growing out of your household and out of your like childhood friends, and you start leaving that echo chamber and you hear people talk about certain things, if you have that really set mindset, it's hard to understand why other people will have certain things. Also, people are hypocrites. I'm saying all of this stuff, but I do a lot of things that could be solved by following this that I don't really do.
Don't we all?
So especially in my teenage years, I've been someone that has been like trying to reinforce that, but for everyone. So in fact, I say that I'm a man hater. People would just say that I'm a hater in general. That's really the truth.
So you're like, why? So if someone's like experienced something reoccurring, you're thinking, why haven't you solved this? This is frustrating me.
And it's like, if someone brings something up and I'm like, why are you not talking about your role in this instead of talking about, just focus on what you can do. Why are you focusing on anything else that is out of your control? But I realized how mean that is. I don't know. I can't think of a better word.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But it goes back to what we're talking about as well. Where you come to a point where you understand that some people are different.
Some people are different.
And you have to just let people be what they are.
Yeah.
And it can be frustrating because this is only something that I'm only recently coming to terms with. Because that used to just frustrate me. Because like you can have people come to you with the same problem over and over again, and I'm thinking, we spoke about this. I gave you a whole PowerPoint presentation of all the reasons why I think you didn't need to be in this position, and things you can change. But self-awareness is not a common thing, and I've realized that it's not a common thing. I saw a crazy statistic. I don't know how true this is. Maybe it's like bro science or something. But I think it's like 92% of people are not self-aware.
Yeah.
That's a crazy statistic. And if you're surrounded by people like in your environment who are doing things and striving for things, most people will normally have some sort of level of self-awareness or accountability because you need it to build things. But not everybody has that. Or maybe not everybody, and maybe that's like too black and white. Or maybe some people have it in certain areas and other areas they don't. And they still require room to grow. So I think coming to a point of understanding that people are different and then just accepting where they're at without trying to fix them, and just like, you know what, you just got to accept and just see you can't fix people.
This feels like a therapy session, low-key.
Oh, nice. But it's true. But like, but it's so true. Like, and that used to be something that used to frustrate me. And I think I held a lot of resentment towards people.
Yeah.
Because I believed that they should respond the same way that I would. Like, I have total accountability. Like, I say sorry when I'm wrong, blah, 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 but not everybody is at that stage. Not everybody has had those lessons. Not everybody's had the same environment or the same upbringing as yourself. And they see the world differently.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to let people be.
You're right.
Yeah.
Before we move into our next segment, so that we can end this part on a
I'm
positive
having so
note.
much fun.
I mean, I guess we can keep talking about this, but like off camera.
Of course, yeah, for sure. Romy, you're cool. Your vibes. Do you know that? Romy's the best.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
You just met me.
Nah,
I don't
man,
know. Just wait until I fully answer your why I'm a man hater question.
Really?
Off camera.
Oh yeah, go.
But
We'll talk about
anyways.
it. We'll talk about it. Like, I want to talk about it. But then carry on.
Before we move on to the next segment, though, I want to give you like the room so you can like leave a message to all the men that are listening to this like episode. If there's something that you could tell them that you think you would help them at any stage in life, what message will you put out there?
Ooh. Any message. What's the most important message I could give them? Two messages. One, that you matter, that you're important. The world is a better place with you in it. And two, everything is happening for you and not to you. And it's only when you connect the dots in hindsight that everything will make sense. And of course, there have been times where I've struggled tremendously. And during those times, you know, I was like, why? And then when you come through on the other side, you realize that everything, you know, was working towards building something greater in you. So every challenge that you overcome is for you. So no experience that you ever have is wasted. There's always I always believe there's a divine purpose for it. So even in the seasons when you're lost, even you feel like, oh, I did all this stuff and it came to nothing. Oh no, it counts for something. Everything counts, and life is in seasons. You know what I mean? And you'll have your transition, and there'll come a point where you'll look back and you'll be like, this happened for this reason, and because of this, I developed in this way, and that's what allowed me to do X or help X. So nothing's wasted. So everything is happening for you. So you just got to ride out the storm if you're going through it.
Nice. Okay. So
Preach.
we're going to move on to our next segment.
Preach.
This episode has been a bit out of the norm because usually I have so many jokes, but I feel like this is actually, it's a very like
wholesome,
introspective conversation.
Wow,
actually.
I don't even know how we got here. Actually, we keep on
at
vibes and we're cracking jokes before, and now we got deep. Real.
Our next segment is called Pillow Talk, which is essentially a rapid fire questions type of segment.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think too much about this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ask you stuff and you have to respond quick.
Sure. Go.
Okay?
On. Go. Anything.
Okay. First question. Would you rather be heartbroken with money or in love but broke?
Heartbroken with money. Nah, you know.
You said it.
I said
Next
it.
question. Next question. You heard what he said.
Yeah.
What's your beige flag?
A beige flag.
Yeah, it's like, it's not red, it's not green. It's just like, you know, it could be questionable, but it kind of isn't.
Wait, I don't understand.
It's okay. I'm gonna move on because we don't have time. I'm gonna move on.
I'm like, what are you asking me?
What's the lie you tell yourself regularly?
A lie that I tell myself regularly.
Yeah.
I don't really lie to myself.
Everyone lies to themselves. Sorry.
Then maybe it'll be okay. But I don't think that's a lie though, is it? It's not a lie though. I don't know. I don't really, a lie I tell myself regularly.
I know what mine is.
Go on.
Sometimes I do my eyebrows and they look uneven. And I look in the mirror, I see that they don't look good. Yeah. But I tell myself, yeah, this is fine. It's not fine. But I don't have time to do anything about it.
I'm with you. Then you know what? I've developed a habit of drinking Monsters. I know. And I tell myself,
it's the last one.
Yeah.
It's an addiction then.
Yeah.
You should probably.
It's the last one. That. I'll stop tomorrow.
How many do you drink in a day?
At the minute, it's one a day. But that's still a lot though.
Do you take pre-workout in addition to the Monster?
Only on weekends.
What does that mean? Why?
Because it's fun.
Taking pre-workout is fun?
Yeah. I like it.
Is it because you're going to work out a lot? Do you do specific things that require more energy?
Not even, I feel like it's a treat. I don't know what it is. Like
pre-workout is a treat?
Yeah. So I don't even feel like pre-workout does anything for me, to be honest with you. I don't feel any effects from it.
I got the thing for you.
Go on.
Because I used to be like that. And then I tried 2 pre-workouts. The first one I wouldn't recommend because I thought I was going to die. It's called Chemix.
Ooh.
I might cut that out, actually.
Chemix. That sounds dangerous.
I felt terrible. But at the time, I was way lighter than now. So your body weight, body fat, and muscle percentage have an effect on how you break down caffeine and stuff like that and how you absorb it. But you can try that, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend. And the one I drink now is from Dragon Pharma.
Oh.
I have to get them from America because they don't sell it here.
That's crazy, by the way.
Actually, maybe you shouldn't take it.
Maybe
because you are a man. And the reason why it's not on sale here is because they use something that people that have erectile dysfunction take. So maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, keep that away from me.
But a lot of male bodybuilders use it though. They are on steroids, so maybe this is nothing.
Maybe.
Anyway, sorry. Back to the thing.
Go on, shoot.
Next question. Who would you call first in the zombie apocalypse?
My friend Nino.
To come up with a plan together.
Yeah, I'm like, Nino, hurry up. We need to run. The zombies are coming.
It depends on what type of zombies it is.
That's true. Not the fast ones, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think you could outrun those.
Yeah. I need to get ammo. Yeah.
Okay, fair. That was really quick. I like that.
Yeah.
You can only listen to one artist when you're sad. Who would it be?
When I'm sad. I refuse to remain sad. So I need somebody who's going to be hype.
Oh my God.
Okay, I need somebody to get me out of it. One artist. Ooh, who am I going to listen to? I don't know. Kendrick Lamar.
I'm so happy. That was the answer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not all Kendrick Lamar songs will pull you out of sadness. Some of them will put you deeper.
Yeah, probably would, to be fair. But he's got some hype ones.
True. That is a good choice. Would you rather get ghosted or left with a 3-minute voice note breakup?
3-minute voice note breakup.
It's pretty fair.
Respect me.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, respect him. Right, we have another segment, and it's kind of still part of the pillow talk, but it's called, because obviously of your course on, what is it called? Is it How to Heal from a Heartbreak?
Yep.
I think we need to have something dating related, even though we never talk about dating on this podcast. So this is a first.
Wow.
But anyways.
Come on. Let's go here.
This is basically called red flag, green flag. So I'm going to ask you a couple of things, and you're going to tell me whether or not these traits or actions are red flags or green flags.
Gone.
Naomi picked them. I can already see something here that's crazy. They have a podcast. Naomi?
They have a podcast. Green flag. It's fun. Green.
Period.
It depends what kind of podcast they have, though.
That is true.
But I'd say green. I'd imagine if you have a podcast show, they'd be like, that has some sort of like self-awareness.
True. I feel like you can tell that from dating a person, though, or from a conversation with them, right?
Yeah.
I think you would be able to tell. Maybe I shouldn't, because this person's gonna.
Yeah, this person's gonna be.
Yeah. They think therapy is a scam.
I mean, I've never had therapy. They think therapy is a scam. Are they into self-improvement in any other way?
The question is,
Yeah,
they think therapy is a scam.
I mean, I've never had therapy. But
you don't.
I'll say, okay, maybe red flag. I'll say red flag.
You might not never have had therapy, but therapy doesn't have to be administered by someone to be therapy.
True.
Therapy is just you seeking better ways of coping with things, or better ways of functioning. So if you are reading self-improvement stuff, well, considering if you're not reading like, you know, random stuff, if you're reading things that are backed up by science and have like proven results, then you're probably like, I feel like a lot of self-help things use a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy foundations. So
facts, yeah. I think as long as you're trying to better yourself, then yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So believe in therapy.
Yeah, absolutely.
They clap when the plane lands.
Red flag.
Why?
What an ick. Really?
Have you ever been through really intense turbulence? Have you ever been through really intense turbulence though?
No.
See, that's why.
Is it because you clap on plane?
I don't. But I understand why people do it.
Yeah.
Because we're just putting our fate in the hands of whoever built this plane. Yeah. And the people in like the thing, what is it called?
The cockpit.
Yeah. So I understand clapping at the end. In fact, I should start clapping actually. I'm just putting my life in the hands of people I've never met before.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And if you've been through really intense turbulence,
I guess
you would start clapping.
I probably would, to be fair.
There was one time I was flying. I think I was flying from New York. And there was this it was raining a lot. It was the worst. And the pilot was like, yeah, guys, we're going to experience some really intense turbulence in like a few minutes. Just stay calm. It's fine. There was loads of kids in the plane. They were being loud because, you know, kids are kids. When things got intense, you couldn't hear anything. Even the kids were quiet.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Quiet. Everyone was like this.
Everyone's praying. All of a sudden, it's like
I even took my headphones off. I was like, "Woo,
that's so mad."
It's crazy.
Why are people like this? Have you ever been driving and you got your music playing, and then you almost have an accident, and then all of a sudden you turn off the music. We all just go silent. It's like it's time to lock in.
Yeah. It's time to focus.
Literally.
It's me when I'm doing work, like if I'm coding, and there's something I just can't fix. Like if there's something that takes me 20 minutes to fix, that's fine. But if it goes over 30, I'm like, okay, I need to stop.
Literally.
I need to stop. I need to focus. I need to like actually see what I'm doing, and every other stimuli needs to be cancelled.
Literally. Humans are funny.
Humans are funny. Next question. How are we on time? Oh, okay, cool.
Oh. She pulled a face.
They own a gratitude journal, but write in it with rage.
With rage?
Yeah.
That's like the opposite. like, well, are they saying nice things just in an angry tone? Like, I had a really good day today.
It's just, they just write in rage. Just like.
Write in rage?
Yeah. You've never done that?
I have, but not in a gratitude journal. I've got like just a normal journal. You know what? I put in green. At least the process in it.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? It fares.
Yeah.
I'd rather they wrote it out than give it a bald day.
Okay. So and then the last one. They refer to all their exes as crazy.
Red flag. Everybody's crazy?
And you're not?
There's only one common denominator here. Insane. No accountability. I'd air fist bump you. Yeah. That's insane. Everybody's crazy. They were all bad.
Oh, I thought you were saying that everyone in general is crazy.
No,
I was like, yeah, everyone's crazy.
Yeah,
everyone has a level of crazy in them.
Absolutely.
What is the craziest thing that you've ever done in general?
I have to tell you off camera.
Oh, okay. Fair. Yeah. Okay.
Unless you want to share one on the camera.
I don't do a lot of crazy things, not gonna lie. I don't do a lot of crazy things. I have a lot of crazy thoughts though, but I don't act on them.
Those intrusive ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get those too.
Yeah. Before we go, because we got to the end, we do have to go.
Aww.
We like to ask our guests to commit to a goal, like something that they want to achieve before the end of the year or within a specific time frame, because the year is literally done. So let's say by like the end of next year, with a time frame, a tangible goal, and then we're gonna have you on the podcast again, and you're gonna tell us everything about how it was to actually fulfill that.
For sure. That's prophecy.
Okay.
Of course, this year I've done a lot of poetry. Next year, I will have my own show. I'll do my own theatre production. You will be invited. There'll be a merge of spoken word and acting. It'll be therapeutic. It'll be incredible, and that'll be done. It depends on how long it'll take for it to be perfected. That'll be done by this time next year. Give me a year, and it's gonna be exceptional.
15th of November, 2026.
We'll be back.
Okay, cool. Well,
how about you? Whoa.
Oh,
I need to hold you accountable too.
People ask me that, and I never know if I should create a new goal or if I should always repeat the same.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna create a new one. I like to start with small things. This year running is the thing that I really don't like doing. I've been doing it more. I've been doing twice a week, just 5 kilometers, nothing crazy.
Still, that's
nothing
good.
Crazy. But next year, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna run a marathon. Sorry, we're not there.
I thought that's where we were going.
Absolutely
I was
not.
I respect it.
No, but I want to get better at running. I want to join a running club next year. That'll be a big step for me if I do that.
Maid running is, yeah. I've heard of
I
it.
told Thames I was gonna show up after my trips were done, but I didn't specify which trips it were. She thought it was like it was gonna be in like September. I was like, nah, friend, all the trips of this year.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
All the trips.
I'm with you.
So yeah, that's mine. That's my goal.
I like that. I'll be watching your stories to see you running.
I don't think I'll post it on my story.
You know,
probably not.
Just when I see you, I'll ask. But Romy, how's the running going?
Yeah, I feel like I've told this to a couple of people, so you're not the only one.
Oh, wonderful.
I think people are going to make videos of me and be like, she finally showed up, guys. She did it. So you'll see it.
Nah, you do it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Anything you want to plug before we go?
Yeah. All creatives, I want to plug you to Heads UK. They're fantastic. Liam and Molly, great people. They're the people who helped me do my first headline show. So they are awesome. And also as well, shout out to the Black Creative Trailblazers, Adiola and Ronke. Special people in my heart. We did an amazing showcase this year. Incredible.
I was there.
Yeah.
I saw you perform.
You're a real one, you know.
Yeah.
I like you a lot, Romy. You know that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So shout them out. Yeah, those are the people I want to shout out. And shout out you as well for these lovely PJs that you've got me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anything that you have coming up as well? More performances?
Yeah. So I've got a performance in Liverpool on the 23rd. And then also as well, not performance, but I'll be speaking on a panel next week, Friday.
I should have specified. This is not coming out until like the end of December.
Oh, it's calm then. It's whatever. Then,
yeah,
it is what it is. But it's too late. So it's too late. Okay. So then nothing now. Then there's nothing to report. Just the shout outs.
Okay. Fair enough. All of your Instagram handles and stuff for all of your accounts are going to be under this.
Wow.
So people will know where to find you.
Jeez. Come on.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching another episode of the Pyjamas Club or listening to, I don't know where you're joining from, but wherever you're joining from, shout out to you. Please have a look at Joshua's work. He's really good at what he does. I saw him perform live twice already. And also have a look at all of the people that he shouted here. They will also be in the description below. Thank you so much for coming to the podcast.
Thank you.
I hope you had fun.
I had a great time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yay!
We're clapping. What an ick.
Okay, first of all, I always end the episodes with a clap.
All right.
Okay.